Fit like Abdi, Danny Boy here, and we're back in the Grand Canyon map for the bonus race, the final race on the Grand Canyon map. And as you can see, we're sporting the Alco PAs. So we've got different liveried Alcos. We have the nickel plate road Alco on the left here, the New Mexico Santa Fe, the standard vanilla Alco you get in game on the second rail, the New York Central in third, the New Haven liveried one in fourth, the Amtrak version in fifth, and the Delaware and Hudson version on the far right there. Now, as before, all these have the same top speed, same weight, same acceleration, same power, etc, etc. So with these we'll actually be able to see which lines actually suffered, because they should be quite even. So if one is pulling ahead in front or one is lagging behind, then it means that there was a problem with that track, or the train in front had the easier sort of track. So as always, the game is paused and we're ready to rock and roll. We just need to set them to go to Cedar City Annex, which is looks pretty good. They all seem to want to go there, which is fine, and they are ready. Just check, one last check. Right, there we go. So they're ready to rock and roll. So here we go for the bonus race. Is about to start in 3, 2, 1, and go. Listen for the horns. I think they all went off at the same time there. So each single one of these has a top speed of 117 miles per hour. There is a lot of smoke, as you can see there. That's actually quite cool. If I was to level this, that is pretty smart, actually, having them all go around there. We'll get rid of that though, and we'll let it continue on. Nice. So they are off, and the nickel plate road one is in first, just because the first corner it has a shorter distance to cover. If we jump on board with the Delaware and Hudson, just see the front of the Amtrak train, just the front of the New Haven train there. Now we'll see how they get on as they exit the tunnel. The Hudson and Delaware should edge out in front because it's on the inside track with less distance to cover. I don't think there's no fatalities just yet. No, they're all doing roughly the same. Right, so I would go as far as to say this train may be first already. They are heading out of the tunnel now. Still the same. Now they're slowing down for the first corner. Which one is gonna win? They're all still in uniform, which is a good sign. That means none of them have really hit a snag yet. The Hudson and Delaware train is just edging out there as they start to speed up again. The nickel plate road train is falling behind. They're up to 80 miles per hour. So it seems this track here was the one not to be on. But the Russian one got held up on this inside track. That's why I've been paying attention to this Delaware and Hudson train, to see if it gets caught up again like the Russian train did. Now they're all relatively the same at the moment. I mean, we did have trains that won by running on this line. So, or did we? I can't remember. Sure we did. But they're heading down the hill here. This actually looks pretty cool with the Alcos. There was also a Pennsylvania Railroad liveried Alco, but I went for these because they're a bit more colourful, a bit more detail involved in them. So, and they are beautiful models. Now, how's it looking? Nickel Plate Road falling behind, so is the Santa Fe, New Mexico. Or the New Mexico Santa Fe. These three are still doing quite good on this inside track. They're up to 117 miles per hour. Through the tunnel again as they head down to Willow Springs, or this may be Willow Springs. I can't actually remember. You're still in first. Didn't really need to watch the speeds. They're relatively the same, so if one catastrophically is falling behind, then the reason for it is it's either glitched or something's happened to it. There they go though, heading down at 117 miles per hour. Right, here is for the Russian train had an issue before, but these guys seem to have managed it no problem. Strange, strange. Could it be an issue here? No, it's still doing 117. They are all coming through. Looks like the Nickel Plate Road train is starting to catch these guys. Still at 117 there. No change in speed as of yet. I love the Alcos, they're pretty cool looking train. Right, so you four are sort of the same. This one is catching up and so is this one. They will have to slow down, I would suspect, for this corner here. So they're now heading round. No drastic change there. Although the New York Central train does seem to be in front. Going under here, I can't remember the name of this city. Right, there may be an issue here. He slowed down 81. Just saw it there. But so did the rest. I can now sort of bring these up because they are sort of separating. Give me the New York Central train. Give me the Santa Fe train. And the Delaware train. Right, they're starting to spread out now. Again, the train on this left hand track should be the train that was winning, which would have been the Russian train in the electrics. Spreading out nicely. We'll just have to wait and see. So it seems that the left hand rail on the far side is the fastest track. Unfortunately, it was the track that had the most glitches in it during the electrics race. They are all doing roughly 111 miles per hour. These guys are slowing down for this corner, they are slowing down. The train on the far side managing to keep it to 100, where the rest are down to 97. Still looking quite good though, still anybody's race up to this point. Now let's come around this way. No damage going through that dodgy tunnel, which is fine. Nickel Plate Road train is falling behind. I do believe the American HHP 8 was on this track in the electrics. Can't remember what was on in the diesels. Right, they should be slowing down for this section, maybe. They will be heading up the valley there, towards the halfway point. They are spaced out nicely. Let's jump into something in the middle. There we go. New York Central train. Now you can sort of see the spacing better. All good coming round here. You're down to 108. You've got more distance to cover, but you can carry more speed. You slowed down there. Why? You slowed down to 102. So there was some sort of glitch there with the nickel plate road train. It slowed down to 102 miles per hour. And now it's struggling to get back up on the speed. Whereas this train, the Santa Fe train, is now passing the New York Central train, which is odd because I don't think it had a problem. It maybe did. It's down to 105. Now this might be nothing to do with the track, it might be due to the code of the game. Maybe having these 6 trains running at high speed in close proximity with all the other things in the map it has to load up. It was the end of the month as well. Come on, Nickel Plate Road. You get up there, buddy. You're not that far behind. First place, not really breaking out in front. The New Mexico goes up into 4th, so we'll change that. You are now in 4th position. You guys are slowing down. He's going to have to slow down too. Nickel Plate Road train is being overtaken by the Amtrak train. You can hear them screeching as they go around the corner. Let's keep an eye on the speeds here. 40, 41, 42, 46, 47, 50. This is the only section of track that is different, but it doesn't really affect trains, or not that I'm aware of. Because they're still going flat out through that little section. Delaware train has lost its place. Where is the Nickel Plate Road train? It's not far behind. It's still there. It is still there. Right. A problem with the Nickel Plate train, Nickel Plate Road. The Hudson and Delaware train there. It's now fallen behind. It's down to 77. The Nickel Plate Road train is passing it. So there is actually an issue with that side of the track. The outside of the tracks are dangerous. It's better to be in the middle. But other trains will have their turn on the outside track, so we'll just have to wait and see. Each train will take a turn on the outside track. We'll just move them along one by one. These two are quite close though, so it's not too bad. This is going to go crazy when I come back, but we'll just see how it looks. New York Central and New Mexico train there. The rest of the trains are behind them. The Hudson and Delaware train is to the left of this one, up to 60 miles per hour now. They are just edging in front there. Even with the power boosted unit, they're still not that fast, these things. Their top speed's pretty decent, 117 is pretty good, but the acceleration is still quite slow for some weird reason. Right, they should be heading up through the exit of the tunnel quite soon. There's the exit of the tunnel there. Right, everything's gone a bit crazy. You're in first though. Amtrak train in first. You are second. I don't know who's in third. I think it's you. You're still in last. New York Central train is there. You're there. And you are there. The New Haven train is sneaking in front. The New Mexico train is back up there. But will the Delaware train manage to get up there? And the Nickel Plate Road train. Let's jump on board with the New Haven train, the New Mexico train. Come on, buddy, get up there. I want these two to catch the front runners as well. Now this might all change at the end, so it's still, first place is still up for grabs there. Where is the, I can't actually see the Delaware train for smoke, but it is there. So much smoke. Decent bit of pollution going on there. Right, you have slowed down catastrophically. Because you're on the inside track. Okay. Still not enough. He's going 4 miles per hour faster. Still not enough for him to pass the Nickel Plate Road train. He is creeping up though. We are at the halfway section of the race. Who is actually first here? Still the Amtrak train there. Just a nose length in front. These two are catching up, I think. We are about to enter a slow section of track though. Very slow. As they wind their way down the valley. Hudson and Delaware train. Just getting through there maybe. Down to 54, 56. They are bunching up at the front there. Maybe a chance for the New Haven train to get out in front. Still a chance for these two though, they're not down and out yet. I'm not counting them out yet anyway. They'll soon be reaching the fast section once they get round these corners. Few more to go. And then down the valley. Who is actually in front here? I can't tell. So much smoke. Into the tunnel they go. Keeping the speed up. No catastrophic glitches. There is one there. You went down to 30 miles per hour or something there, and the New Haven train down to 30 miles per hour there. Oh dear. And now this train, which is the New York Central train, is way out in front. So you go there. You are now potentially almost last. New York train in first. Amtrak train in second. Third is now the Nickel Plate Road train. Fourth is now the Hudson and Delaware. You are fifth, and the New Haven train has fallen back into last position, unfortunately. is there any more change here? The nickel plate road train is pulling away from you. So I knew not to rule these trains out. They're not up in first, but they are barking it. They're starting to split up a bit more now. Maybe the New Haven train can come back. It is in a middle lane, so it does have the best of both worlds. As they head down the hill, they should be able to ramp up to top speed here. Maybe not. May have to slow down for this corner. Nope, we're still good, still accelerating. You are actually in front of the Hudson and Delaware train. I do apologise, we'll move you back up to 4th position there. Very nice. Good old Alcos. Whoa. That's in a Delaware train screaming around the outside there. You're going to pass this New Mexico train. Even the New Haven train is coming up. So slow, down to 57. You are now in the last. These two are coming up. In fact, the New Haven train has just gained 2 places. And these two are passing the New York Central, which is now in 3rd. 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Let's space these out slightly more. Those two are almost tied for 1st place. So the nickel plate road train has sort of come back. The New Mexico Santa Fe train ain't doing so good. The New Haven train was making a comeback there. It blew past 5th place and 4th place to get up into 4th. How are you getting on there, bud? They're coming up through Chino Valley. You need to get a move on. Autosave coming in there for the win, as always. Would not be the same without an autosave rearing its head. Right, how are you getting on, Buster? You're still last. Who's in 1st? Nickel plate road train. Basically from last to 1st. Okay. Can you maintain your 1st position? You are rather close to the Amtrak train. They're now heading down the hill though. They'll soon be coming up through Hurricane, and then up towards Las Vegas, and then onwards to the finish line. How are you getting on in last, buddy? The vanilla train there, not doing so good. It is the same stats as the modded trains. I did check just to make sure. Right, through that tunnel. There is 4th place, 5th place, and you are in 6th. Whoa! Amtrak train down to 58 miles per hour there. So the nickel plate train is en route. So that's now every single train had an issue on their track. And the Hudson and Delaware train has had an issue as well. So this left hand 2 tracks ain't the best tracks apparently. Let's keep an eye on their speed as they go through that dodgy tunnel section. They're are still good there. I believe you climbed a place. I do believe the Amtrak is now in third. New Haven in fourth. The Hudson and Delaware train is still there though. You're not out of the woods yet. Alright, the race continues. Nickel Plate Road train from last up to first. The New Haven train might actually get back up into third. Where are the other two? New Mexico train and Hudson and Delaware train there. As they come round, have they passed Hurricane yet? I do believe they have. They're heading up towards Vegas. Vegas is just up round here. So the New Haven train dropped down to 50 there because it was going around that corner. And the New Mexico train is fast approaching, so is the Hudson and Delaware. You are coming back up to third as well. Move you up into there. They're going a whole 10 miles an hour faster than you. I do believe the Hudson Delaware train is going to pass you. Now, we did definitely have winners on this track. The German train was on this track, and it still managed to win, especially in the electrics. I believe the A4 was on this track as well, and it managed to win its single unit race. Who's up in first? You're round in Vegas now. You are well out ahead. Amtrak and New York Central trains fighting for second place there. Out comes the New Mexico train, Hudson and Delaware train, and the New Haven train. I don't believe there shouldn't be any more issues of trains slowing down on this last section. Coming to the end of the month though. Everything is good. You're up to 87. You're a full 10 miles an hour faster than the train in last position. The Amtrak train is sneaking past. Come on, buddy. I actually want the New York Central train to do quite well. Let's have a look at last place. How far are you from? Not that far. $101. You are coming up to near the end. You'll be entering that tunnel up here. And the finish line is just there, so you may be in the clear. Now, these two trains, or this one here, I want to see if this train gets affected while going through this tunnel. Nope, it's good, it just blasts on at 103. The New Mexico train is down at 102 though, for some reason. As they're slowing down as they go into the tunnel, because there is a corner in there. 1 miles per hour faster. You are going slightly slower as well. Let's have a look at first though. See if he's ready to pop out. Yep, there they are, heading up there. There may be a change in position down here. I don't know who's in second or third. There's the Nickel Plate Road train as it heads on towards the finish line at the end of the bridge here. Nice. First place for the Nickel Plate Road train. Second place is the Amtrak train. Third is the New York Central train. fourth looks like the New Mexico train, the Hudson and Delaware train in fifth, and the New Haven train in sixth. Nice. Right, have you come a stop yet? Almost. No, I wanted you to stay where you are. Stop. 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 And stop. Okay, can I get you to turn around? I can. So there you have it. This left hand track here was the, well, I say the best track, but they all seem to have little issues. So, not sure how to take that, but anyway, it was the Nickel Plate Road train in first, the Amtrak in second, the New York Central train in third, the New Mexico Santa Fe train in fourth, the Hudson and Delaware train in fifth, and the New Haven train in sixth. So there it is, for the bonus race is done and dusted. The final race on the Grand Canyon map. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. I especially liked racing these trains. The models for them are pretty beautiful. So that is it though. That is it for the second race, or second group of races in the season. We will be moving to another map at the end of June, which is fast approaching. This one was supposed to come out at the end of May, but I got sent offshore, so it's now going to be, I just uploaded these as soon as I got back, or made them as soon as I get back, and the next one will be at the end of June, starting at the last weekend of June. Not really picked a map yet. I did have something in mind, but we'll just have to wait and see. But that has been it for the races at the Grand Canyon. As always, if you did watch this and you'd like to leave a like, comment or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if you'd like to see more if it's happened in the future, then hit that subscribe button. I've been Danny Boy, this has been Transport Fever at the races on the Grand Canyon map, and I will catch you later.